time for Big Game Breakdown. Sponsored and powered by Bet Online. Red Sox and the Rays. Sale against Faria. Red Sox $1.60 on the road. 7.5 the total. Key series. See if the Rays can make a move here, Teddy. Nobody's talking about them. They had a great season.
Yeah, well, I don't know why I'm going to call it a great season, but they're very much in contention. But the Red Sox have a 5.5 game lead over third place Tampa right now in the AL East. 4 games over the Yankees. So does Tampa close the gap, or does Boston open some breathing room in the last few days before the All-Star break? And, of course, they've got their ace on the hill, the guy that the Red Sox would want anytime they're in the big game, in Chris Sale, who's doing a very different thing this year, Pauly, than he did last year. Last year, pitching to contact and trying to get outs with fewer pitches. This season, he's not worried about that so much. He's been dealing with his fastball. And, boy, when you look at the graphic, the strike percentage, the strikeout percentage, the swinging strike percentage, when you're number 2 to Max Scherzer in both of those statistical categories, heck, that means you're doing something right.
And he's 11-3, and the Red Sox are 13-4 in his starts. But how easily could it be They could be 17-0. Sale in 6 games, he did not get the win. 45 2/3, 7 earned runs, which is a 1.38 ERA, 31 hits, 4 walks, and 60 strikeouts. That's unbelievable, Teddy.
It's certainly a pitcher at the top of his game. And again, you're talking about, he's 11-3. When you look at the 60-4 strikeout to walk ratio in the games he didn't win, no question, Chris Sale has pitched well enough to go 17-0 this season. Tampa doesn't have a whole lot of pitchers like that, but boy, and this is my question. I'm still wondering that, whether Tampa is legit or they're overachievers. Of course, it was a direct question for Logan Morrison talking about Gary Sanchez being in the home run derby. That's a funny one. Quote, I remember when I had 14 home runs. Yeah, that was a month and a half ago. Oops.
Oh, I'm with him on that. Yeah, I'm with him on that. That's right. It's ridiculous. I know Sanchez was hurt, but already at a career-high 24 home runs. The power surge way off the charts. The slugging percentage, career 4.32. 4.14 last year. He's a 5.79 this year. Never a season above 4.68 prior to this season. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Who's on the team, who the manager is. It always seems they're around 500, at least competing for a playoff spot, Teddy.
Yeah, and certainly, Tampa has been able to do that this year despite a number of key injuries and a pitching staff that's been forced to rely on guys like Jacob Faria. Talking about a guy, he was the 330th overall pick in the 2011 draft. So he wasn't a top prospect. He didn't move up quickly through the minors, but was rock solid at AAA to open the season. 6-1 with a 3.07 ERA. And I'll tell you what, his first 5 big league starts, every one of them has been good. 3-0 with a 2.23 ERA. And you look at the numbers, the advanced metric numbers, there are no flukes there. The fielding and independent pitching, 2.84. The strikeout per 9 innings ratio, 9.7. Only 1.4 walk per 9 innings. And, of course, the swing strike percentage at 12.3. He's getting guys to swing and miss at his off-speed stuff and his stuff off the plate. We're talking about a young hurler who's not highly regarded in the markets, but he's had more strikeouts than hits allowed in all 5 of his big league starts this season.
And this is a big series because this is where the Red Sox could run away and hide with a good performance. They swept the Blue Jays. They took it to Texas until they ran into Cashner and couldn't get the bats going. And Fister had nothing. The Yankees look like a fraud. Bullpen's in shambles. They've lost 16-22, as we mentioned earlier. So with a 4.5 game lead over the Yankees, and they could have bigger separation between Tampa here. It's a huge series as well, and they started off the right way with Sale. I mean, listen, they're doing this, Teddy, with first place with a comfortable lead, and Porcello struggled too. And he's 4-10.
Sure. What do the Red Sox have that has been so successful this season? One, they're getting production from up and down that lineup, 1 through 9. We talked about how Mookie Betts had 8 RBIs the other day, tying an MLB record. You can only do that if you're getting the production from the bottom of the batting order to have the base runners for your leadoff guy to knock in. And that's been consistent for Boston all season. And, boy, the back end of that bullpen's been real good. Kimbrel's had a couple of hiccups. I think he's had 2 hiccups all year. But the bottom line is the games they're supposed to win, they've been able to close out and win on a consistent basis, as opposed to a Yankees team that, as you mentioned earlier in the show, has 16 blown saves this year, second highest in all of baseball.
No, good point by you. You can go to Kelly in the 8th, who throws 102 at times, and you can turn it over to Kimbrel as well. Make it a 7-inning game. You're going to win the division. Hey, guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.